Eala sails into Dubai Championship round of 16 after beating world number 8 Jasmine Paolini. Eala delivered one of the biggest wins of her career, toppling world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy, 6-1, 7-6, 5, to move into the round of 16 of the 2026 Dubai Tennis Championships, February 18th. The victory marked a breakthrough moment for Eala, who showcased composure, aggressive returning, and fearless shot-making against one of the tour's top-ranked players and former title holders. The Filipina netted dictated play in the first set, breaking Paolini twice while striking clean winners off both wings, to wrap up a dominant 6-1 opener. Paolini regrouped in the second set, tightening her service games and matching Eala shot for shot in longer rallies to keep the contest within reach. The Italian managed to draw level midway through the frame, and eventually edged ahead 6-5 after surviving a tense service game, marking her first lead of the match. Unfazed, Eala held serve under pressure to force a tiebreak, displaying poise that belied her age. In the breaker, momentum swung between the two, but Eala answered a brief 3-2 deficit with consecutive points to regain control and move to match point at 6-5. Eala closed out the contest with a steady down-the-line baseline hit, completing the straight sets upset and securing her place in the round of 16 of the WTA 1000 event. With the win, Eala advanced to the round of 16, further solidifying her growing presence on the international stage and adding another milestone to Philippine tennis' rise in elite competition. Under the blazing desert sun and the glittering skyline of Dubai, a new chapter in tennis was written, not in whispers, but in the fierce, echoing rhythm of a racket meeting bowl. On a night charged with expectation at the Dubai Tennis Championships, Eala stepped onto the court as the underdog. Across the net stood the formidable Jasmine Paolini, world number 8, a player known for her relentless baseline precision and tactical intelligence. For many, this was meant to be a routine passage into the next round for the Italian star. Instead, it became a coronation of courage, a star rising from the archipelago. At just 18 years old, Eala has long carried the hopes of a nation more accustomed to basketball courts and boxing rings than to the manicured lawns and hard courts of elite tennis. The Philippines, an archipelago cradled by the Pacific, has not often produced players who command center stage at the highest levels of the Women's Tennis Association Tour. But Eala has always seemed different. There is something in her game that feels both disciplined and daring. A left-hander with fluid ground strokes and a two-handed backhand that cracks like distant thunder. She plays with the calm of a veteran and the fire of youth. In Dubai, those elements fused. From the opening rally, she made a statement. She was not there to admire Paolini's ranking. The clash of styles. Paolini, compact and lightning quick, thrives on rhythm. Her game is built on consistency, deep returns, sharp angles, and relentless pressure that slowly squeezes opponents into submission. Against most players, this formula works like clockwork. But Eala disrupted the script. She mixed heavy topspin with sudden flat drives, forcing Paolini out of her comfort zone. Instead of engaging in extended baseline exchanges where Paolini excels, Eala shortened points when she could, stepping inside the court and dictating with bold intent. Each break point felt like a chess move in a high-stakes match. When Paolini unleashed her signature cross-court forehand, Eala responded not with retreat but with a counterpunch, a down-the-line winner that painted the sideline. The Dubai crowd, initially measured in their applause, began to stay. Murmurs turned into cheers. The underdog had teeth. Mental steel under desert pressure. Upsets are rarely just about shot-making. They are about belief. The psychological weight of facing a top 10 player can press heavily on young shoulders. Rankings are more than numbers. They are reputations, histories, and expectations woven together. For Eala, defeating a player like Paolini required not just physical precision but emotional discipline. There were moments when Paolini surged, tightening her game and reminding everyone why she stands among the world's elite. A service break here, a roar of defiance there. But Eala did not unravel. She breathed. She reset. She trusted her patterns. In one pivotal game late in the second set, facing breakpoint, Eala delivered a fearless second serve down the tee. It wasn't reckless. It was resolute. The ace that followed felt symbolic, a declaration that fear would not dictate her decisions. A nation watching. Thousands of miles away, in Manila and beyond, televisions flickered deep into the night. Social media pulsed with disbelief and pride. In a country where Manny Pacquiao's punches once united millions in shared suspense, Eala's backhand now carried similar electricity. This victory was more than personal. It was a reminder that excellence can emerge from unexpected corners of the globe. Tennis, often dominated by traditional powerhouses in Europe and North America, suddenly had a new storyline, one that carried the warmth and tenacity of Southeast Asia. 4 young Filipino athletes holding rackets on cracked community courts. This was proof of possibility. The turning point. Every match has a heartbeat, a single moment when momentum tilts irrevocably. For Eala, it came in a marathon rally midway through the deciding set. 22 strokes. 23. 24. Each player probing, searching for weakness. Paolini attempted a drop shot, a calculated gamble meant to disrupt the rhythm. Eala sprinted forward, slid, and flicked the ball cross-court at an impossible angle. Winner. The stadium erupted. It was not just athleticism, it was artistry. And from that point onward, Paolini seemed a half-step slower, a shade more tentative. Eala sensed it. Champions often do. She tightened her focus, reduced unforced errors, and when the final point arrived, a forehand that forced Paolini long, the scoreboard told a story that few had predicted. The world number 8 had fallen. Dubai is a stage for transformation. Dubai has long been a crossroads of ambition, a city built from desert sands into a global spectacle of glass and steel. It felt fitting that Eala's breakthrough would unfold here, in a place synonymous with reinvention and possibility. The Dubai Championship is no minor event. It draws elite competitors, commanding crowds and global attention. To reach the round of 16 is an achievement. To do so by defeating a top 10 player elevates it into a statement. For Eala, this win may well mark the transition from promising prospect to genuine contender. Beyond the ranking points. Of course, rankings will shift. Points will be recalculated. Analysts will debate whether this was a breakthrough or a flash of brilliance. But numbers cannot fully capture nights like this. They cannot measure the tremor in a stadium when an underdog refuses to bow. They cannot quantify the spark ignited in young athletes watching from afar. They cannot calculate belief. In the locker room afterward, one imagines Eala not celebrating wildly but reflecting quietly. Because this victory, significant as it is, feels like the beginning rather than the culmination. The round of 16 awaits. New.